Yo guys, it's Isaac here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Dragon Ball Super Broly. So I watched this last week on the 24th of January, the day after it came out. So I'm just going to talk about the movie, really. So to start off with sorry these images are have really low capture, but to start off with, King Cold's army, the Cold Force, land on planet Vegeta, and then King Vegeta comes out and he's just like, wait, what? What's going on? Why is King Cold here? And then King Cold's like, I've got a son, Frieza, and he's going to be the new ruler. And it's like, no! So yeah, people. And then King Cold makes a funny joke, sarcastically. He's more colder than I am, because Frieza's race is just named after cold people, like King Cold, Frieza. And yeah, so I'm just going to skip a bit. So then we meet Paragus. Now, in the room where the future elite Saiyans of planet Vegeta are kept, where the strong ones kept, is where Paragus' son, Broly, is there. And then King Cold's like, why is this in the same room as all the elite Saiyans? And it's like, Broly is really, really strong, and then he's so strong that their power level detectors explode. And so then Broly gets sent to another planet, and then Paragus is like, no, why did you do that? No, my son. And then Paragus goes to look for Broly. Next, Paragus and some other Saiyan guy go and find Broly in a planet called Vampa, and he's destroyed these big creatures, and he's like eating from their eggs, which is really gross. But yeah, and how could he have done it? Because he's strong, but then he couldn't have defeated them monsters. It's because he went into Great Ape because he looked at the moon. So yeah, and then the space pod's energies runs out, so then Broly and Paragus are stuck there for a very long time. Next we meet Goku. So what happens with him is that Frieza calls all the Saiyans from the whole universe to come back to planet Vegeta. And then when Bardock comes back, he's like, oh no, he's planning to kill us all. And then so Bardock, Goku's dad, and Gine, Goku's mum, have a big pod with him in it, and they send him to Earth. And the funny thing about this is that in Dragon Ball Super Broly, it's like a different timeline thing, sort of. So yeah. So Goku's parents actually care for him, whereas in the original they were like, huh, I have a child, I don't care about him. And Reddit still exists, yes. And then in the original, Bardock fights Vegeta to save planet Vegeta, but then he dies. In this, everybody thinks that like a massive meteor hit planet Vegeta, but it was actually Frieza who hit it, and then Bardock tries to stop the meteor, but then he dies. Next. So this is a scene with Gine, the mum, and Bardock, the dad, Next. So this is Frieza's big fireball thingy, which he attacks planet Vegeta with. So yeah. Still same thing, but it's just you don't see that Bardock versus Vegeta Frieza thingy. It would have been nice. So next we skip. Okay, nope, sorry. So here I'm going to talk a lot. Here what happens is we go back to the normal timeline where Goku and Vegeta are just having a small fight after the Tournament of Power. And then Trunks and Goten what's his name? What's her name? Bulma, and they're like, oh no, all the Dragon Balls were stolen and the Dragon Raider, and then she's like, no. But then Bulma finds out that it was actually one of Frieza's troops, the really weak ones. So then Goku and Vegeta wouldn't sense their presence, and then they took them, and then they find out that Frieza's probably looking for the last Dragon Ball, which is in like the Arctic, really cold, and that's why Bulma didn't want to get it. So then they're traveling to the Arctic, and then Goku asks, why did you even want the 7 Dragon Balls to make what wish? Then she was like, I want to get 5 years younger. And then Goku's like, oh, cause you're old. Oh yeah. So why not 10? And then Bulma's like, if it's 10, all my friends would be like, oh, what surgeon did you get? Oh, the surgeon, which one was it? So yeah, and then we skip right to the next scene with what's his name? Frieza, and then so with Frieza is like the same thing. So one of like Frieza's assistants asks, why did you want to use Dragon Balls? And then one of Frieza's other assistants was like, maybe your majesty wants to grow 5 centimeters taller. And then the first assistant's like, don't do it, you'll just get yourself killed. But then Frieza's like, yeah, see, everybody just calls me short, I just want to get taller, only 5. And then the first assistant's like, then why not go back to your weaker forms, like Form 2 or Form 3, where you were actually tall? And then she's like, no, I want to stay in my original form and be able to destroy Goku. So yeah, that's what happens. And then, okay, then we meet these two, Chile and Limo. So they work for Frieza, and then they're trying to like get like higher in the ranks. And then what happens is they go and find planet Vampa, and then they find Paragus and Broly, and they're like, oh my god, what have you been doing out here? Whoa. So then they go and take them to Frieza, and Frieza's like, my, look at him. He's really strong. And then later on that day, Broly and Paragus go into the dinner room thingy with Chile and Limo, and then some guys just like, hey, Chile, wanna hang out with us? Chile's the girl, by the way, and Limo's the boy. This old dude, oh, sorry about that. And then, yeah. But then Broly just was literally about to kill that guy, like literally. But then Paragus used some remote to stop him. It electrocutes Broly. And then before Paragus leaves from the dining room, Chile takes that remote and destroys it, which is bad news. So next we go on to the bit where Goku and Vegeta finally arrive in the Arctic, and then you see Frieza orders Broly to go and destroy Vegeta, but leaving Goku to Frieza. So yeah, and then they have their meet. Then, so Broly and Vegeta start fighting, and then Paragus is like, what? Is that Super Saiyan gods? Is that Super Saiyan? Oh my god, I thought they were myths. And then everybody's just like, what rock have you been living under? Come on, kid. So then they start fighting, and Vegeta turns Super Saiyan, and he's just like, whoa, this guy he can adapt. He's like really good. He like gets used to stuff, and then he has to go Super Saiyan God, so yeah. Okay, so this is Gogeta, but let's just skip a bit. So then Goku gets into the fight, and then he gets beaten up, literally. I wish I had that scene, but he just gets so beaten up. So then Vegeta and Goku teleport to Piccolo, who's in his training, and then they have to learn fusion. So the first time they try, they turn like really fat, chubby, fat. And then the second time they turn really skinny, but in the third try they go perfect. So yeah. And then next, so they're in Gogeta, and then they go Gogeta Blue. And yeah, they start fighting. But just before that happens, which is going before when Vegeta and Goku are training to be to Master Fusion, um Broly starts fighting with Frieza and Whis, and then yeah, and then when he starts fighting with Whis, Gogeta appears, and then Gogeta's just like, yeah, we'll take it from here. Then there's me there like, why don't you let Whis finish Broly off? Whis is stronger than Beerus. He's an angel. He is ridiculously strong. Should have just let him. Whis beat up Broly. But anyway, so they turn Gogeta and then they start fighting a lot. And then this is kind of like the sad part. Frieza sees that Gogeta is kind of destroying Broly. Then Frieza kills Paragus, Broly's dad. It's just funny how they don't even just care about him. It's just like he uses like his finger beam. What's it called again? Like I've forgotten it. And then it's just like 1 second death. It's like you don't even have like just like a slow scene where he's just about to die. She's like, no, son, go beat them up. No, it's just he dies. Because Frieza remembers when Goku turned Super Saiyan was because of Krillin dying. So then Broly goes Super Saiyan and then eventually like the legendary Super Saiyan. So yeah. And then they start fighting again. So then what happens is that Gogeta goes Gogeta Blue and then they're about to do like their final Kamehameha. But then Chile and Limo steal the Dragon Balls which Frieza got, and then they made a wish for Broly to go back to Vampa, and then it's just like literally the Kamehameha's about to hit him, disappears into Vampa. Then we go back to Vampa where Broly is, and then we find out that he's there. Chile and Limo move in with him, and then Goku appears and he gets one of Bulma's capsules, which makes them like a house for Chile and Limo to stay in with food, stuff like that. And then and then I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments below if if Broly's canon or not. So like in the next Dragon Ball series, because I'm really confused. He's like, because like the start was different from the original Dragon Ball. So is he gonna be there? But like in the original timelines. So yeah. And yeah. So and then at the end, Goku's just to Broly's just like, yeah, it's how we Saiyans roll. Can I visit for practice? And then he's like, Kami Bardock. Yeah, and that's how the movie ends. And then there's like a really, really sick um ending called Blizzard. It's a really good song by Miura. And it's in English, it's really great. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching my review of Dragon Ball Super Broly. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember guys to like and subscribe, and yeah, really support me and tell me what you think will happen next in the next Dragon Ball series. See you guys.